Alright, so I'm going to start for January 1st, 2019, and the temperature high for yesterday was 39, and the high today is 36. So I'm going to do 2 rows in this pretty pink color, because this is the color I've chose for my 30s. And I guess I should say that the city that I am working, or town, that I'm going to work for this year is going to be Kennewick, which is the town that we live in currently. And so anytime I'm away at baseball or anything else that might take me away from Kennewick, I will still do the temperature high for Kennewick. I was thinking about doing it for wherever I was at, but people have suggested I should just keep it for where we're for one place, and maybe we can see how that works and then do it another time, a different way next year. So I'm gonna single crochet 200 because that seems to be what the suggestions I've been seeing on Pinterest are. So I've got 3, 6 and a knot. Well, I'll just use a needle real quick and get that knot out. Easy enough. And then I'll continue on. Alright, so there's 100. So I might get to 150 and see where that takes me, because that is already a pretty nice length, and I'm not going to be making a blanket for like a bed or something. I just want to make a nice little throw. So let's continue on. And obviously I'm counting the whole time, so I'm not going to be chatting, but I recommend counting so you know where you're at. $49.50. Yep, I think that's about where I want it to be. I think that'll be a nice size little blanket there. Alright, so you obviously can make your blanket as big or as small as you want. I've seen them done as scarves, I've seen them done as blankets, I've seen them done like all the way as big as a king or queen size blanket if that's what you want to do. For me, this is the size that I think will work just fine. Plus, it's quick enough that it won't take me a big commitment of time to get each row done each night. I can whip that out pretty quick. Alright, so I've just chained my 150. I'm going to chain one more before I do my turn. So I'm chaining 1, and then I'm just going to, I think I'm going to do my stitch half double crochet, which is yarn over and through. So I have 3 on there, and then I'm going to pull my yarn through all 3. So yarn over, through the chain, pull a yarn through, yarn over, and then pull through all 3. So I've got 2 stitches there. And I'm just going to continue this all the way down to the other end. So yarn over through all 3. Yarn over, go through the chain, yarn over. So I have 3 on there, yarn over and pull through. Pretty simple. And this one, because I don't have to figure out where I'm at, I can just kind of mindlessly zip down to the other end. Alright, you might hear my boys in the background every now and again. They're in the other room playing video games and chatting and carrying on like they do. And my house wouldn't be what it is without the noise of video games or boys, since I have 3 of them. 2 are adults and 1 is a high schooler. 2 currently, the younger lives at home and so does the oldest. The middle son is in the Marine Corps. We just got to see him and his girlfriend over Christmas break, which is pretty fantastic. So I looked online on lots of different research trying to decide how to do this blanket this time, or this, and had lots of different, there's lots of different suggestions on colors and varieties of yarn, and I have a big yarn stash, so I just picked some of the best colors that I could find that went together, and you can do any colors you want, however you want to do it. As long as you have, you know, a little variation in colors so that you can really see how the temperature is. We live in the desert in Kennewick, Washington. Yes, there really is desert in Washington. It's not all Seattle weather. And during the summertime it gets quite warm here. So I'm hoping that my blanket isn't going to have a big blob of that pretty fuchsia color in the middle. But I'm thinking if it does get way over 100, I may have to throw one more color in there just so I have a little bit more variety between the 90s and 100 and over. There's always room for a little bit of change when you're working on a project that's so fluid like this is. Alright, so I'm going to fast forward to get to the end where I'm going to turn. So I'll catch up with you guys in just a few minutes. Okay, I'm coming up on the end here. So what I'm going to do at my end is I'm going to crochet up 2 and turn. And because I'm using the same color, because my 2 days in a row were the same within the 30-degree range, I am just going to continue on. If I was going to be changing colors, I would show you how to do that, but for now I'm just going to continue back down, and I'm just going to do the same stitch all the way back down. I'm getting a little snag there, so I'll take that out and try it again. Right. So my double crochet is not as tight as a single, but it's not as loose as a double, and it can give it a little bit of variation in there. And because this is my first go around with doing this, who knows, maybe we'll throw in some singles or maybe some doubles just to give it a little bit of texture and variety. Maybe as the temperature changes, so will the idea of how I want to do this. Alright, so we'll just keep going all the way down, and then at the end I will just tie that off. Actually, maybe I'll just leave it on because I don't know what the high will be for tomorrow. Maybe it'll be in the 30s again, and if it's not, then I will tie that off and start with a different color, and we'll continue on and see what the week, the temperatures go. We're supposed to get up into even maybe the 50s this weekend, so that'll give us a whole different variety of colors, and see what the weather brings. So thanks for stopping by, and I hope you're looking forward to this as much as I am. I'm anxious to see just how much I can get done with this and how it turns out and how it looks. So thanks. Bye.